Hey, this is HQ. Technical difficulties, but I am here, I am here, I am here. We have the beautiful Wednesday in which we have the Letters to the Marriage series, where people want to discuss how they handle marital problems and issues and all of those lovely, lovely things. Hello, Pink Freak. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hey. Oh, we have people who want to be married, want to stay married. So I was like, okay, we gonna do this today. Let's introduce. We can introduce one. We're gonna introduce some actual video, not long. Just share something that I was watching the other day. I never knew such thing as stereotyping. See, I'm not a TikTok person at all, right? So I was like, okay, let me type in some things, maybe find some things out, right? So I typed in something, and then I got wait a minute, hold on. Then I got this thing from TikTok. I ain't know nothing about what people be doing on TikTok. But apparently people be doing a lot of stuff on the TikTok. I'm having problem and issue. But listen. Let's listen. What is this person talking about?
Advise the single boys. It could be about anything. And this one is really serious. If you know you are a single guy, you are about to get married, but you are not married, you need to watch this video. Let's read some of the replies from married men together. This man said, don't marry her out of pity, and never forget rule number 5. And I've been meaning to ask, what is this rule number 5 that you guys always say on TikTok? Majority of the videos I do, in the comment section, I'll see guys saying, do not forget rule number 5. Finally, let me ask, what is rule number 5, I beg? Let me know in the comment section. Let's read another one. This man said, never get married to a baby mama, no matter how much you love her. But why? What is wrong with baby mamas? Like, is there anything that I don't know about baby mamas? Because a lot of men always say this thing. Let's read another one. This man said, I sit in my car for 10 minutes before I enter the house. As a married man, once you get to this stage, you are scared of entering your own house because of your wife. Your own don't finish with that. Because just imagine, after all the stress, then you don't finish, you won't enter house, you go the fear for your own house. Like, that's why it's good. Before you marry, make sure you marry right. Let's read another one. This man said, marry a working woman, forget about the beauty. But why should I forget about the beauty? Can't she not be beautiful and also be working? I cannot forget about beauty, I beg. Let's read another one. This man said, live with your partner for at least 3 years before considering marriage. During this time, start adulting, learn to live with each other, then get married. In as much as I would want to agree with this, the only problem I have is that the Christian faith frown at cohabiting before marriage, because if you want to live with a woman, you guys are not married, you guys will definitely fornicate. And me, I'm a Christian, I wouldn't want to fornicate before I get married. So if you know you are a Christian, I wouldn't advise this for you, because it will be tempting you to want to fornicate because you guys are cohabiting and living together. Do not tempt yourself, please. Please, do not cohabit. Let's read another one. This man said, get married early, face the troubles involved with your youthful strength, and enjoy your later age when your kids are grown. Trust me, by 40, your worries are less. This one is only sweet when you have money. And with the situation of this country right now, the economy, it will not allow you to get married early. Let's read another one. This man said, my dad warned me, never marry the woman you love, but marry the one who loves you. Even if you don't love her, you will learn to. Now I'm here after disobeying him, full of regrets. I don't really even understand again, Seth.
That's got to be the weirdest one yet. That right there has got to be the weirdest one yet. Why would you marry somebody that you don't love because you think you might get along with that person better? You think you might get along or love it or fall in love with the person? There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of I shoulda, woulda, couldas. There's a lot of that kind of thing. I don't recommend you marrying somebody or falling for somebody just because they like you better than you like them. You fall in love with the person that sets your soul and your heart on fire, regardless of what it is, and you hope for the best. Okay? There's a lot of people out there with regret about being married. A lot of people. Nobody wants to regret being married. Nobody wants to regret picking the wrong person. But I darn sure don't want to be stuck in no marriage where I'm with a person and I don't have no passion for that person, but I got with that person because, hey, my mama said I need to love somebody more than they need to love me more than I love them. That way I don't get hurt. To me, that don't make no damn sense. Okay? Because I don't want to be caught in the middle of somebody that I don't have no passion for. No nothing. So I think I dropped the link. I think I did. I ain't sure. Yes, I did. I dropped the link. I drop it again. For some reason, it can't come through on my end. I don't know. All right. But that was just the beginning. That was one of the ones that I wanted. Look, these people are crazy. These people are crazy. But let's read a story. Here's story number one. Here is story number one. Oof. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I see these threads of people who are in great marriages or dumpster fires. Anyone else in a marriage that is just functional? It's by no means a love story, but not a total train wreck either. You just function okay, and past bitterness essentially has you as a roommate. A roommate. Who wants to be married and you're just a roommate? That means I ain't getting no sex, no nothing, right? Okay. That means I'm not getting anything. That's dysfunctional. That's a pretty spot on way to put it, as being a roommate. It's not bad, but it definitely feels more than it's coexistence. And who wants to coexist in a marriage? Okay. And I don't want to do that either. No passion, no sex, no excitement, no nothing. Okay. And the whole point is, a man wants sex when he wants sex, and a woman wants sex when she wants sex too. And if I feel like you're just a roommate, you ain't getting no sex like that. Especially if you make me feel like I'm just a roommate, which is how I'm going to feel if you know that I feel more for you than you feel for me. You're just going through the motions. And if you're just going through the motions, there's no point in having a marriage, because the whole point of the marriage is to feel, to communicate, to interact. Okay? To have communal with each other. Okay? When you start to feel like you're a roommate with somebody, and the marriage, you want still, I guess it's time to fight for it. Try to rekindle something that may or may not have been there. Try to spice up the relationship somehow, some way. But if there's too much hurt between you, and a lot of times it's too much hurt between two people, maybe therapy, sex therapist, couples therapy, okay? There's a lot of things that could be wrong. But there's no point in you being in a relationship and you don't have any kind of sexual attraction for them. Also, check with your doctor about libido. Some people's libido is low. It just is what it is. You don't want to have sex. A low libido person, that person will do all that it needs to be done with somebody who wants sex, regular sex. And then after they get married to you, sex will be down the drain. Ain't no way. I'd be mad as hell. Marriage is not easy. It takes two people choosing each other every day and knowing as well as catering to the other person. You got to know the other partner's love language. You got to want to express the other person's love language. Your communication styles are different. Your attachment styles are different. The main thing is you both have to put in the work, the effort, and the same amount of time for this to work. It's not easy, and a lot of people don't make it, but you got to want to try. And the thing is, a lot of people don't want to try. Okay? And if they don't want to try, you can't make a person try. Okay? Letter number 2. I can't get something to disappear off my screen for nothing. How do you okay. How do I get rid of that? I don't know how I get rid of this. But it's bothering me. Okay? But it's bothering me. Okay. Letter number 2. Should I confront my wife about what I seen on the camera? On the camera. We have a camera in our living room. We have a young kid, and I use that to monitor him sometimes. You know, one of them baby cameras, baby things. But I'm pretty sure my wife doesn't remember that I have it. I doubt she remembers how to access the camera too. She isn't doing anything like cheating. But I found that she lies about minor things quite often. She makes her own hours at work. She lies about what time she leaves for work, always claiming to leave earlier than she did. She fakes being asleep. I see her awake staring at her phone when I'm in another room. But she pretends to be asleep when I walk in the room that she's in. She lies about how much she does. She says she will always be cleaning for hours when the camera says she's not cleaning for hours. She lies about doing work from home. She will claim she is working on her computer when she's really just watching a TV show. It's the most annoying thing, but sometimes it does really bother me. There are times where she is asleep on the couch or working, leaving me to handle all the housework. It wouldn't bother me so much if I weren't already doing the vast amount of everything. What do you think? Wow. Here's my question. Why do you feel the need to watch your wife? And why did after the first time that you watched her, why did you continue to watch her? What behavior did she exhibit that said to you, I need to watch my wife while she doesn't know that I'm there? What made you do that? She pretends to be asleep when I'm out of the room. When I come in the room, she pretends to be asleep. She says she does things, but she's not. She doesn't know I have a camera there. She forgot I had a camera there. Watch her. And she's lying to me about the things she does. What can she do? What can he do? Does he have to eat it? Or does he confront her? Oh, you can't hear? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Mm-mm.
I was muted. I've been doing music, so I got to get into my music vibe when I do it. So I wear a hat, all kinds of weird stuff. But I got that little tradition, so I had to take my hat off to show the silky smoothness. HQ. What's up, chat? What's up, 3 a.m.? What's going on, brother? Yeah, I just caught the end of this, man. I was on the phone. So he busting his wife in the lies in real time, huh? In HD.
Yeah, she got a camera. He got a camera. You know them baby monitors or whatever. I guess them baby cameras. And he just happened to see his wife, and he says she's lying to me, but she don't remember that I had a camera there.
She don't respect him, Black America.
Ouch. What should he do? What if it's just innocent?
What's innocent about that?
I don't know. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Don't play that. That's not a good game to play. Devil's advocate don't look good on you, HQ.
Okay, so what the hell is going on? What's going on? Because this is a female who's doing this. A female is pretending she going to work, but she's not. Say she at work, but she's watching TV.
Is she lazy? She's just a lazy liar.
Yeah, but is it laziness or what?
Yes, yeah, it's laziness, lie, disrespectful. It's a whole bunch of things.
So
she don't respect herself either. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think you think he needs to confront her? And what would he say?
Absolutely. I would. You know what I would do in that situation? I would download the video. I would put it on a nice video editor, and I would make a nice compilation, and then I would just send it to her. Oof. I wouldn't say nothing.
Oof. And see how her behavior changes.
I would just send her the compilation of her not doing nothing. I would like speed it up so she's on the couch, and I had a little timestamp down there, so it's showing the hours that she's just sitting there watching TV, scratching her butt, not doing nothing. And I would just send her that nice, beautiful, edited video,
and say, "You need to put it together. You need to pull it together." But see, I'm not.
You're not fixing that, HQ.
Yeah, you're not fixing that. You don't think so?
No, no, you're not fixing her. Because when you confront her with it, right? What's gonna happen? She not gonna be like, "Oh, you right." No, she gonna get defensive.
Right.
What are you doing? Why are you filming me? You're weird. That's weird. You don't trust me? It's gonna be all of that stuff, man.
I mean, you should ask yourself why she feels the need. I would ask myself, why does she feel the need to make up stories about what she's doing?
Why would I ask an insane person why they eating grass?
But is it a confrontation level, blah blah blah, or you don't think it's even worth confrontating? You don't even think it's worth having a conversation?
You know what? I mean, okay, because I said when I was going to get on these panels, when I'm going to get on this show, I'm going to try to keep the people together. I said that.
Yeah. Try to keep the white and the other and the white together. Uh-oh.
I said it, right?
Okay.
There's going to be a confrontation. You're going to have to hold her accountable because she's literally disrespecting you and lying to your face on a consistent basis. And he's having to do the work behind her. Like, how come this didn't get done? I was so busy doing all this other stuff. Yeah, but I'm showing you video of you not doing nothing. And now you lying to me, making me work and overwork.
I'm depressed.
Kick my heels up and shout. Wave my hands down and shout. My bad. I'd be pissed. I'm
depressed.
You got to get out.
I can't get off the couch.
You got to go to your mama's house.
So you kicking me out?
Yes. I need some time because you've been lying to me this whole time. And I've been stressing out thinking you here doing your part and you're not. and you're putting that burden on me. So you need to go figure out what you need to do to fix this, because I can't fix this for you. And if I can't fix this for you, then we can't do this together, because I'm not going to be with somebody who disrespects me and lies to me on a consistent basis.
But I wasn't disrespecting you.
You were.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do.
Clean when you say you clean it. Ain't no depress. That's not depression. That's not depression. Lying is not depression. I'm cleaning. I'm working from home. I'm cleaning. Meanwhile, you know everything that's going on Love Island. Like, no, man. You're not depressed. I see you laughing on the screen, throwing popcorn up in the air, catching it, shimmying and dancing. Like, come on, man. You're not depressed. That's not depression.
Yeah, it just depends on what she would be doing on the video. It just
as soon
depends.
as I leave the house.
As soon as I leave the house, if she just lay down and sleep all day, if she just lay down and she don't, do nothing all day, I mean, I would have to ask her. If I wanted to stay married to her, we would have to do something. We had to figure something out. She's not cheating. She's not stealing. She's not doing anything. She's just laying on the couch, not existing, not doing anything. You don't think that's depression? Jay, you don't think that's depression?
No,
you just ain't giving her you ain't giving her no pass.
No.
She not cheating, Jay.
And what that got to do with anything? You're not supposed to. She ain't doing crack, HQ.
Yeah, but what if she just can't get off? What if she just can't get off the couch?
But she can, though. But she can. She can, though. She's just blatantly lying to him. Because if she okay, so the thing with respect, if she respected him, she would be able to allow him into her space and say, babe, I'm having a real hard time. It's okay when you here, but when you leave and I'm here at the house by myself, for some reason this feeling comes over me.
Right.
And I feel like I'm just stuck.
Right.
That's what she would say to him if she respected him. If she loved him and if the relationship and was based on communication and they could talk to each other, she would say that. But she's been lying to him to his face and making him do all the work at the house when she's at home watching Love Island, watching Love on the Spectrum, watching Love is Blind.
I'm assuming she works from home. I'm assuming that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I assumed.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to investigate a little bit further and find out maybe something is going on. Because nobody just lays on the couch and then she closes her eyes when he comes in the room, pretends to be asleep. It ain't like she cheating or anything.
Yeah, that's mental. She got some mental health. That's mental. I forgot about that part. That's mental health, man. Something's wrong.
That's what I said. Something. I think
you pretending to be asleep, and I see you on the. I've been watching you on the camera awake, and then when I walk in the room, you pretend you're asleep. I know you're awake, sucker. Wake your stupid self up. Right, get this belt out. Get that.
It's a wife. Starts coming over to jump over the couch and slamming it with the belt. Get your ass up. I know you ain't.
Say black. Whip that booty, man. Got it. Hey.
Ooh, wake up, sucker. Ooh, no. Yeah. That right.
I've been saying sucker, man. I love sucker. Sucker's good, man. Sucker's it for 2025.
Right.
And I know he not getting no cheeks repink. Oh
that
my
right
God.
There,
Oh
that
my
right
God.
There tells me that right there tells me she's consciously avoiding him. Consciously avoiding that whole marriage. Which basically means you need to go somewhere, figure some shit out, come back with your face straight.
And what I'm about to say, I'm not about the victim blame.
What?
I'm not about the victim blame. I want to see this man.
You want to see him, man? What?
I want to see this man. I want to see him. I just want to see his structure, how he's built.
I don't know. I don't know. That could go either way, depending on how she acted on the camera. Depending. Because we can go 2 or 3 different ways. We never know. You never know. It's a bad business deal. Stop that nonsense. No, he didn't.
Oh man.
Letter number 3.
Loofah.
I think I'm ready for a divorce.
Here we go. Let's go.
My husband and I have been going to counseling the last year, and we finally saw so many improvements. So we went on vacation to visit my parents with our 2 kids. And he was emotionally abusive to me in the back bedroom at my parents' house and started raising his voice. Whenever we got alone time to go on a walk to talk about it, he started yelling at me in front of neighbors. When we were driving, he slammed on his brakes on the side of the freeway and told me to get out.
Why?
Mind you, he was barely on the side of the road and wanted me to walk an inch into the freeway so we could switch sides and I could drive. Today comes around, and while we're in the car with our 2 kids, he starts yelling at me, them, and told everybody to shut the hell up.
Oh, y'all shut the hell up.
They 1 and 4 years old. I've never felt so done in my life.
Oh no, she's doing something wrong. She's lying. No, I don't believe this at all. I don't believe this at all. That man is at wit's end. Hey, I'm about to go off the diving board on this way. She had a work husband. He found out. Then they start going to counseling, and now he can't get over. Now he can't get over it. So now he's on her case all the time, and all of a sudden now she's the victim because he don't like the way that she does stuff. What? And now he's always yelling because she always doing some stupid stuff. That's what it is.
Or
he's just yelling for no reason. He's not just yelling for no. He was verbally abusive. No, he wasn't. He was getting frustrated because you was still doing that stupid stuff. The stuff you know you're not supposed to do. That's why he was yelling.
Like what? What could
so the little passive aggressive stuff, they at her parents' house. So she's doing the little passive aggressive stuff. Mm-hmm. He's done. He's fed up with it. So he hits his boiling point and he loses it on her.
So why can't he talk to her? Why can't
because she probably look, okay, notice she didn't say she did anything wrong. All of a sudden just yelling at her. They in the car. She not doing nothing. He slams on the brake for no reason. For what? No, man. And she probably don't respect him. And then the kids don't respect him because they be looking how mommy looks at him. So he telling all y'all to shut the hell up. Everybody shut the hell up.
So she should be right there. She shouldn't do anything.
In terms of what?
Is she gonna? What does she got to do?
Hey, she can go ahead and leave if she want to. That's what they do. 70 to 80%. That's what they do. That's what they do. She ain't happy. HQ
to respond to that.
HQ. She not happy. HQ. Her happiness is on the line right now.
So what do you?
Her happiness. She gotta leave because she's not happy no more.
So what do you want me?
She ain't happy. HQ.
I'm asking you, what do you want me to do? You done got to the point where you're fed up. You don't.
She need to fix herself. She need to fix herself and stop doing the stupid stuff that's making this man lose his cool. I don't know what it is. It's something.
So we got
something. Every brother in the chat know it's something. How women get when they get passive aggressive and they do the little stuff that they know they do. She's doing that stuff and she's not holding herself accountable for it. But she only sees when he responds and he's reactive to the things that she's doing and he loses his cool. So now you the bad guy. His tone police.
So his reaction is correct, you saying?
I'm not saying it's correct, but he's human. He's probably fed up too.
So your recommendation is she walk out.
Yeah, she's not happy. Just leave like 70% of them do. Just go. Bye.
She's pushing his buttons. He ain't pushing hers. He ain't.
Yeah, she pushing his buttons, PL. Yeah, she pushing his buttons. This dude, she just say he was verbally abusing me in the back room at my parents' house. Okay. What happened before y'all went to the back room? What happened? You didn't give us no situation before that. Right. This situation happened. It wasn't a big deal, and then he blew up. No, she didn't even say that. She's negating anything before the actual blow up, and she's only talking about his reaction. Right. You just driving in the car and you slam on the brake. and you just losing it.
Yeah, but if
she's doing something.
But if we take his response, we ain't even worried about what her response is. We don't even worry about what she did. She did something. Of course she did something.
Why are we not going to worry about that? That's the catalyst to his action.
Because we don't know what it is. We only know what she did was wrong.
Oh no, I'm good on this. I'm good on this scenario.
Yeah, but you can't just say his response is correct.
I got to answer this. We picking floors right now, so I got to answer this.
You what?
We picking floors right now in the new house.
So okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have to say, I get it. I get it from Jay's point of view. I get that. She said, I'm ready for divorce. We've been going through counseling, but we don't know what she said and what she didn't say. But his response, you don't think his response is over the top? You don't know. I'm not taking her response at all. I'm concerning myself about how he responded. Why is it that his first response is to be angry, slam on the brakes, cuss her out, blah, blah, blah? That's not how we respond. That's not how we're supposed to respond in a marriage. And I get it. She might have pushed your buttons, but we're looking to keep people from leaving. We're looking to keep people from divorcing. We're not trying to get her to divorce. So what does he say? He needs to confront her. Why are you being this way? Why are you being toxic this way? Why are you doing this, that, and the third? Okay. No, everybody's saying she did something. It doesn't matter what she did. Y'all don't get that. It don't matter what she did. His response is a problem too. You can't just say she got on his nerves and then that was it. I can get on your nerves all day long, but you have the right, or you have to respond in a certain way. You don't respond in this. Who screams at their kids like that? No, I didn't say what she didn't. I didn't say what she did doesn't matter. What I said was what his response is a problem too. That's a problem too. Okay? And the person can be as fed up as they want to. You still have to choose to be communicative. You still have to be a person who wants to be open to whatever. What he did was he slammed on the brake and told everybody, shut the hell up. Why did he make her get out of the car? Why didn't he pull over side of the car, get out of the car and tell her, I need to speak to you right here. We need to stop upsetting the kids. Let's not upset the kids. Pull her out of the car. I'm frustrated with you.
In a perfect world, you talk about a perfect world, HQ?
No, that's not a perfect world.
That's you talk about a perfect world. When your amygdala shuts off or kicks up, whichever one it is, I don't remember which one it is, and your rational mind stops functioning, and you frustrated and you're in the moment, it's kind of hard to do that stuff. And it takes a lot of practice for a person to do things like that, to not argue in front of kids and all that stuff.
Let me pull over. Jay, you frustrating me. Shut the hell up, kids. Shut the hell up. You bitch made nigga, get out of the car.
Why you gotta call me that though? He ain't say that.
You get your fat ass out the car, Glory.
Oh man. You the one feeding me all this food.
You acting a fool at your mama house. You better calm the fuck down. Blah blah blah. Is that a way to talk to your spouse?
Yeah, she can't gaslight. She can't gaslight y'all. I'm gonna just let her go for a little bit. Don't think for a moment I'm buying into any of this scenario that she's giving right now. It's not working.
I'm just telling you all.
Oh man, this man. Hey, I'm about
to have to respond. You have to respond in a responsible manner. You can't scare the kids. You screaming at the kids. You acting up. Just because she triggers you, don't mean you supposed to pull her into your stuff.
HQ, can I say this? Can I please say this? And this, I'm gonna get into my Black America bag real quick.
Okay.
Anytime a man is in a confrontation with a woman or a person that's weaker than him,
right?
And I'm talking about a confrontation, and he does not put his hands on them, he is showing restraint.
He's showing restraint. Screaming at the kids, showing restraint.
He's showing restraint.
So if
I want you to shut up, I can make you shut up. If I want you to shut up, me saying shut the hell up is still asking you, please be quiet. But if I physically wanted to, on any person that's weaker than me, to make them shut up, I can physically make them shut up. So even though it might not be the best thing, it's the reality of it. If a man is not physically putting his hands on you, he is showing restraint. Good, bad, or indifferent.
I get that she said something to trigger him, but he also is out of control.
He's not out of control. He controlled himself. He stopped that car and pulled it over.
He stopped that car. Get the hell out. Y'all shut the hell up.
Yes, because he had enough of her. She's not telling her. He's not telling. Man, I want to hear what this guy has to say. She's not telling.
Jay.
He just told them to shut up. He ain't told them to get out. He told her to get out. If he did say that.
No, he told the kids to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
And her get the hell out.
Yeah.
So you feel like he didn't do nothing wrong?
I didn't say he didn't do nothing wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is he's showing restraint. I didn't say he didn't do nothing wrong, because wrong is subjective.
So what did he do wrong?
Because wrong is subjective. If you slap me, HQ, and I ball up my fist and I hit you with that bus driver punch, you going to jail now? Remember that one? Was that bus driver wrong?
But there's no physical between them. Nothing physical.
But what I'm saying is wrong is subjective to a certain extent.
What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? We know she did wrong. What did he do wrong?
I don't know. I mean, we could say he lost his cool and was yelling. Is that wrong?
So we don't know what you got. The kids in the back seat screaming and crying. You got the kids.
They'll be fine. They 1 and 4. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Kids have gone through much more traumatic situations than watching their parents yell, and they've been perfectly fine. They'll be fine. He wasn't going upside her head in the car. I could see if that was the case, I'd be like, yeah, bro, you doing too much, fam. But he yelled at her. I have to know what she did. I have to know, in order for me to give you an accurate assessment of is he right or wrong, I have to know what she's been doing. I'm assuming
she's done something. No, I'm not saying he should have been a stoic man. You don't know what the context of. We don't know the context. All I'm saying is you can't control nobody's behavior but your own. That's all I'm saying.
Tyranny. People have been controlling people with physical violence since human beings have been on the planet. That was a natural thing for human beings to do until we got civilized. That's why I said what I said. I didn't say it was right, but I said if a man is not putting his hands on you, he is showing restraint. That is restraint. Because I could put my hand, I know parents have done this. Your kids are saying something. My mom used to do that to me. You talking back, she'll grab your lips and squeeze them bad boys. Who you talking to, boy? Something like that. She's stronger than me at that time. She's physically asserting herself over me and telling me to shut up by holding my lips shut.
Yeah, that's not right.
It was frustration at the time. Hey, shut your mouth, boy. And, let me shut. Okay, I'm listening now.
When kids do that, I do that on their lip. I put my hand on their lip and then do like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Quick boom. Right. She don't have to hold it. I'm saying she grew that. You're like, okay, hands is on me now. What's going on? We're in close proximity. Let me stop.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's Men can do that as well. Stronger people can do that.
Right.
What up, Zeus? What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm
Hi.
so glad to be on this panel right now.
I got a good one. This next one is a good one. Let's read it.
Hold your horses, sister. Hold your
You want to
horses.
say something about the last one? Go ahead.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses. What was the one before this? I apologize. Love and respect to everybody who's in the chat, and Jay Tillman, love, respect. HQ, love and respect, and the lamp. We miss you.
This one was a short one. I'm ready for divorce. We've been through counseling. We went on vacation. My husband was emotionally.
Okay. I got you. So here's the thing. Counseling versus life coaching. Life coaching is going to give you advice. A real counselor is going to give you tools. So they're going to keep adding to your toolbox. To me, this is just me. When I hear this conversation in the chat, you hear me say, don't make me come up. When you trying to go, who's right, who's wrong, everybody loses.
Right.
Versus saying, how can we do this better? So she has to come out of her emotions. He has to come out of his emotion. And they both have to back up and say, hey, we doing this together. What we both did, neither one of us liked. Moving forward, what's a better way for us to handle this?
Yeah.
Then they start adding those tools. Because she's on the internet, and this is equivalent to you playing on the recess yard, going up to the teacher saying, Billy hit me. Well, now he gets disciplined for hitting you, but nobody told him that you kicked sand in his face.
Right.
So with that said, everybody's losing.
Yeah.
The greatest marriages have a story like, yeah, we were in a bad place. This is how we turned around. I will send you, I think it's Dr. Laura Schlesinger. She has this list of 10 ways to fight fair. Because I think we don't know how to fight fair. And we also don't know how to have a conversation without accusing.
Yeah. I hear that.
It was the TV, the camera in the house.
Yeah, the camera. The camera. Did you pin that link to the top, Jay? Because something.
What the
I can't
pin?
I can't pin HQ. It won't let me pin nothing.
Okay.
I posted it in the chat. I'll read.
Okay, I posted it again. Okay, I posted it again. Okay. What about the one that you heard? What about the one, Zeus? The first one.
So when I heard the wife wasn't doing things that she said she was doing, to me, she didn't respect herself. So you violate your own policy and spreading, I'm not doing these certain things. I'm doing these certain things, but you're really not doing them. To me, that's when male leadership comes in and you just write a plan. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to clean the bathrooms. I'm going to clean the refrigerator. The next time I'm going to clean the bathrooms. You clean the refrigerator. We're going to go on nightly walks. Every week we're going to go on a date. No cell phones, no this. You have to make it that stringent. Approaching her and saying, here's the evidence, because I think female energy is deny. It wasn't my fault. You don't know. I'm the victim, blah, blah, blah. Forget all that. Take all that off the table. Here's our plan moving forward. Do you want to be on the team? Here's what the team is doing moving forward. That's it.
I like your solution sometimes. You come on with
Nah.
What you doing, Jay?
I'll pass on that one, dude.
Jason,
no, it's all good. It's all good.
I ain't no fighting fair.
Black
America.
America.
Come into this, you know your role. I know my role. We supposed to do those roles, man.
What you think, Black America?
Reassess all the time.
If you think,
wait a minute, something wrong with your tone. Way out.
You real low, Black.
Oh, am I? All right, hold on. I'm gonna drop out and come back.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm reading this letter right here. Good.
Okay, hold on, HQ. Let me just add one more thing.
Okay, go.
I think a lot of times when we get in these situations, we think we the only ones in this situation versus search out for other people have did it and how you get past it. And that what blocks us from asking other people is shame. So you said something about low libido or something like that.
Yeah, it could be low.
Whoa. Hold on, Kendra G. Hold on, Kendra G. What you can also do, women can take testosterone shots, and that will enhance their sexual focus. And I think how you corral that is you take intimacy counseling. A lot of us don't know how to brush a woman's hair back. We don't know how to come behind her and tickle her a little bit. Like when we do it 100%. You had talked about your husband, God rest his soul, how you was going to meet his sisters, and you had your hair done, and then he pushed your you was in the tub, and he pushed your head. See, in the guy's mind, this is gonna be the funniest thing ever. And then when we do it, we go, oh shit. And then we don't know how to back it up, and we don't know. We just in a panic after that because we don't have any tools because it didn't go the way we planned. With that said, I'm in.
Okay. Black America, can we hear you now?
Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound better. Just a lot of wind in the background, I guess. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
But we can hear you.
So with that scenario, we're in the car. She was talking crap while he was driving. Why didn't you go up Peachtree? Why didn't you turn down Jordan instead of LaSalle? She was talking, and he pulled that shit over. You know what? You drive. I keep telling you, HQ, women push men to a certain point. We don't want to get to that point, but women push men to these points. We love you. We don't want to fight with you. And just like Jay said, thank you for saying it, Jay. If I'm not beating you up, I am showing you restraint. I am showing you respect. I am showing you my love. That's how I'm doing it. But she is one of those women that put her pointer finger in the middle of his forehead. He's fed up. He's going to die an early death. That's what's going to happen to him if he stays in that relationship. Men that are in good relationships, they live better. Men that are in horrible relationships, they die slow, painful deaths. And that's all it is.
Okay. All right. I kind of see that. I know there was a catalyst for him to do what he did because he is showing restraint. I see that part. I do. I say there could have been a better response from him. We all agree there could have been a better response, but she did something to put him towards that edge. I got that. So
there could have been a worse response. That was about as good as it was going to get, especially while he's driving. You don't mess with nobody while they're driving. Right. I seen a girl the other day. Her and her boyfriend was in the car, and she grabbed the steering wheel, and they crashed the car up while he was driving. Like, they do bad things. Like, it's a lot of women that do bad things.
Okay. I understand you. I got you. I get it. Well, I can change my whole thing. I can change my thought pattern just a little bit. But I like Zeus's answer too. Okay.
Yeah, you like his answer because that gave you some leeway.
Yeah, a little way. I mean, because I believe he responded wrongly. I believe he could have did something better than what he did. A lot of people can do a lot of things better. But then it's hindsight. I get that. Maybe in the moment I may have responded the same way. But I'm not a person that will rah-rah to another person. I mean, I'm still thinking. I'm always thinking of protecting me and then protecting the other person. So I would never be like, that to another person. So I'm always
what are you talking about? Then what are you talking about?
What do you mean? I'm saying I always think of the best way to respond to a person instead of screaming or shut up and get out. Kids, get out. No. I'm always thinking of ways to be pleasant.
Right, but we're talking about you being from the woman's perspective.
I know that it's weird. It's just I always think of other people before I think of responding. I would never, you mother, blah blah blah. Never would do that. Not in a relationship.
That's anyway. The man. That's the man's where the man what we're saying is you're here to give us the woman's perspective of how she could have handled that better.
Yeah, but
because here's the part of the puzzle that I think gets lost. They got a 4-year-old. They've been in counseling for a year. So how old was the 4-year-old before they went into counseling? So they've been in counseling for a year and they got a 1-year-old.
Yeah. They in trouble already.
Bingo.
Okay. They were in trouble already. So she did her part somewhere. I got it. I understand completely. I got it. I have to think on it. Maybe I have a better response later on. I'll think about it.
Maybe.
That young kid ain't his.
No, don't you start that shit. The next letter. Just for context, we've been married for 10 years and we've been together for 10 years, married for 5, but I've known him for 15. We also have a 3-year-old child. Yesterday evening, we were hanging out. We were hanging out with a couple we recently befriended, and naturally, the woman asked him questions about me. One of them was, what was the thing that made you want to date your wife? My husband answered, I knew she would never leave me, and I thought she'd make a good mother. I just sat there smiling because I didn't know what to say in that moment. She responded by saying, oh, that's so sweet, while looking at me with pity. He was kind in how he said it. And I know he didn't mean it maliciously, but it left me feeling destroyed. When we met, we were in college. He was a football team guy and dated many of the cheerleaders there. All of his exes I've seen had incredibly beautiful bodies and faces. He was handsome and smart.
And they all cheated on him.
So, of course, I always felt like he could never truly be attracted to me. No. I was the complete opposite of his exes. I wore plain clothes. I had braces. I wore glasses. I wasn't pretty and spent most of my time studying rather than partying. We just happened to be in the same robotics club, and that's how we began to interact.
Okay.
That being said, he's always treated me kindly and made me feel safe. It's just those words now that keep ringing in my head. I don't know.
Reality, sister.
Huh? I don't know if I'm valid in feeling this way. I feel really hurt to have my doubts confirmed, and I don't know anymore. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. She said, after reading some comments and getting motivation, I asked him to clarify what he meant about that. He said, I could tell you really were into me, and it was cute. So I knew you'd never leave me if we got together. That's what he told me. Yeah. He jokingly emphasized the really part, kind of teasing me. I wish he wasn't obvious and would just lie.
She wanted him to lie about it. Okay. So, okay. You want him to lie now. Man can't tell the truth now. He can't tell the truth. He was with all them baddies in school, and then he'd come back to it. He'd come back to his dorm room, and then baddies' head was bobbing in his teammate's lap. So he was like, I'm done dealing with these baddies. Let me go get this chick who
ugly girl that likes me. Yeah.
No, she said that. He didn't say that. She said that.
Let me finish.
It goes back to that first thing, to picking a woman that likes you more than you like her. That's what it goes back to, HQ. She was waiting for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, he told her the best thing. You'll never leave me and you'll make a great mother. I tell girls, you're here because you give the best head. He was nice. I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what
they want, Black. He was honest. He wasn't lying to her.
It could be that he feels safe with her, and when he met her, he felt safe with her, and she was the one that he felt that he could trust. That could be
Switch it. HQ. If a woman thinks I'm with a man because so when you see a gorgeous woman, she with a guy, he ain't got no chest muscles, it's like little titties. and he got a stomach. You know, he might be having a receding hairline, but he's a good dad. He's a good dude. Mm-hmm. And she tells him, "I'm with you because I know you won't hurt me."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that could be it. What other way could she take it?
How he gonna feel bad? Yeah, I won't. Of course, I won't hurt you. You with me because you know I won't hurt you, not because I'm just head over heels for you. It's the reality of the situation. Right. But the end all be all, they still together though. You still here.
Yeah, I mean, this could mean. I mean, I knew you would never leave. Could mean loyalty. He felt her loyalty, her that she was trustworthy. She was a good person. I knew she was a good person. And I trust.
And you will be a good mom. That's like, come on, man. If somebody said, I know you would be a good dad. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Even if the person don't want to be with me, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a great compliment to have. Somebody tell you you'll be a good parent, or they think you will be a good parent.
And what do you think, Zeus?
I can see that.
I don't think Black America was done.
No. Black America?
No, she just wants him to sugar it up. A janitor is also called a facilities maintenance engineer. It's a goddamn
that's an upgrade
janitor.
From custodial engineer.
Right. You see what I mean? But it's still a janitor. Oh, my husband is a janitor. She wanted him to make it sound like something better than what it actually was. It is what it is. Take it. It's a compliment. He complimented her, and she didn't like the way he did it.
Right. Right. I mean, but then again, you can look at it a different way. You could look at it like,
Stop it right now. Stop it right now. We are not doing that. As men, we are not finding 20 ways to say the same thing. Can we do better? Yes. But
oh no, that would be.
He said a lot by doing one thing. He chose her out of the other options. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm clever. I would have just said she's a sexual tyrannosaurus, and y'all don't know it. That's exactly what I would have said, and I would have walked up and got a drink of water.
Got a good laugh, and then boom, you out of there.
Right. That's exactly what I would have did. But here's the thing. She's telling you who she's not, but she wanted him to front on who she is. Come on. I'm done. I'm done.
Wow.
And she don't even have confidence enough in herself. These girls are more beautiful than me. So you reckon he didn't say that? You're saying that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that. His answer was, I know she wouldn't leave me. He didn't say because she was ugly or homely or didn't have a nice body, wasn't a nice person. He just said, I knew she wouldn't leave me. Based on the fact after she asked him, because she's head over heels for him. Okay, that had nothing to do with looks or any physicality or anything like that. And then she would be a good mom. What's the problem?
The problem is he didn't go far enough. That's what it is.
Well,
he didn't go far enough. What he said was, I went to the store. I had all these candies, and I had all these candies, and then I looked around, and then I said, okay, those candies are good. Whoo, I love those candies. Candies were hot and sexy and all that good shit. But let me go over there and get that piece of bread, because I know that piece of bread is gonna make me feel warm and safe.
No, that's not that. That's not that.
Let me back up a little bit.
I'm telling you how I would have took it. I would have took it just like she seems to be taking it. Really? All of the women that you dated, beautiful, sexy, everything. I know I'm not like that at all. And then all of a sudden you turned around and you looked at me and said, I'm going to take you because you're loyal and I knew you would never leave me. But you didn't say anything.
What are we doing right now?
But you didn't say anything about I was attractive. You didn't say anything about she had a beautiful personality. You didn't say anything about that. You said, I knew she would never leave me. Meaning She had to take me because I'm just so amazing that she had to take me. She was never going nowhere because
women don't understand men. You guys don't understand when men talk. That's all this is. I hear it now, HQ. You guys don't. This man gave her some of the best compliments. A great mother. That's a great compliment. She would never leave me. 70% of women leave men. This one ain't never leaving me. I just don't understand. It's horrible.
Listen to what she listen to.
No,
this
HQ,
word, y'all.
please listen. HQ, please listen. You gotta listen. If I'm single and Kelly Rowland comes up to me in the state I am, financially, the way I am right now, and whatever I got going on right now, and Kelly Rowland comes up to me,
Rowland, and
says,
I say,
I want to be with you
because I
know you won't
leave me ever.
If Kelly Rowland come up to me and say, I know he's not gonna leave me and he's gonna be a good father, I'm like, you damn right. I'm not going nowhere.
Why?
And I'm not going nowhere.
Why wouldn't you go anywhere? Why wouldn't you go anywhere?
Why would I?
Why would you think that?
Because I'm head over here. Why would I not?
Because you know Kelly Rowland is above your pay grade?
Even if I thought that, I got her.
So Kelly is above your pay grade. She picks you. You're supposed to be holy hell. So
it doesn't have anything to do with her pay grade.
She treat me good. She didn't say the dude treat her bad. She said he's good. He's a good dude.
I get that.
Whoever Kelly Rowland did, she could have dated models, actors, actresses, multi-mega millionaires in the past. She chose me. Oh, he not Jay.
I'm just saying, I would feel the same way because I would feel as though you didn't pick me. You had all these other options, but instead of saying the complimentary things other than mother, because you don't know whether I would have been a good mother, you didn't pick anything complimentary. She was sexy as hell. I saw her and boom, by boom, and it was over. No, I saw her and knew she wasn't going nowhere. She was never going to leave me. I picked you because I knew you wasn't going nowhere. I know I'm way up here. I'm way this, that, and the third.
Whoa. Don't rewrite it. Don't rewrite it. That is not what you said.
No, she said.
Get her,
Zeus.
You
rewrite
Get her,
it.
Zeus.
You rewriting it.
He said.
Get her, Zeus.
He was a football player. He was a star. He was on in that popular crowd. He was all the baddies, all those, and yet he picked her because I knew you wasn't going nowhere. So why is it that she feel like something was wrong the way he said it?
I'm with Black America. Y'all not listening to nothing we saying because he said it with action. He chose a choice. That was one. Men we don't sit around when we're little kids like, oh, I can't wait till I get married and I'm gonna have this type of wedding. Guys don't think about that. Mm-hmm. The wedding is all what the woman wants. I guarantee you she had a magnificent wedding. I guarantee you she has a magnificent wife. She ain't got none of the regular complaints, but he didn't say it the way she wanted it to be said. Lord, help me, Jesus. Help me right now. I'm going back to the church in the basement.
I'm just saying.
I missed all the ones who said
if I understand if what I read and she reacted the way and I reacted the same way she reacted, then somewhere along the line those feelings are valid. Why are they valid? Why did she feel this way?
They're not valid.
And he ain't never gonna be able to assuage her. He ain't never gonna be able to satisfy her. She's always gonna have it in the back of her mind. Instead of saying to her, that's just like saying, hey girlfriend, hey HQ, why did you marry Zeus? Oh, I knew he would come home at night. I knew he wouldn't go nowhere. I knew he would just be loyal to me. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. Okay, that's a good reason to marry somebody.
Okay, whoa. Ease up on that marriage, girlfriend. Ease up on that marriage, girlfriend.
That's a good reason to marry somebody. That's a good Jesus.
I'm telling you that.
But that's a good reason to marry somebody, knowing they're gonna come home and be faithful. That's a pretty good reason to marry somebody. Not shouldn't be the only reason, but it's a good reason. And also, she not taking no accountability. She saw him with them other women before. Mm-hmm. He showed interest in her. Could she not say no? How, if she's having this issue with this after marriage, she couldn't say no to the dating portion of it. She couldn't say no when he proposed to her. They walked down the aisle. She still said her vows and got married. And now all of a sudden, because he's like, yeah, I know, because I know she wouldn't leave me. And I know she'd be a good mom. And now she's got a problem with it. She knew about the baddies in his past before, and that was okay.
Right.
Where's the problem now? Come on, man.
No, it was I don't know, y'all. Nobody gets that. What she's saying. I get what she's saying.
I disagree with. Let me say disagree.
You might as well have called her a piece of furniture. That's the way it comes across. That dependable furniture that ain't going nowhere, ain't doing nothing. That's how it sounds. Even though he didn't mean that. Even though he did a compliment, he according to y'all, he gave her a high compliment and all that good stuff. But yet and still, I feel like a piece of furniture.
You're missing the point, HQ.
It don't matter.
You're missing the point. Okay,
I'm just saying the what y'all trying to invalidate. You're trying to invalidate what she said. You're trying to. No,
you're chirping. You're just chirping right now. Because when Jay was explaining it to you, you kept bringing in.
You make it seem as though women's feelings are invalid. Her feelings are not invalid. She feels like a piece of furniture. I'm saying
she need to sort through that herself, though. HQ.
So that's all her fault. He couldn't have did better, or he couldn't have said something better.
We like Zeus said, we're not going to go and be filtering through all of the things to make it the most perfect statement ever. When women do it, it's like, oh, well, it's the time of the month, or it's you know how women get. The guys can't just say the things that's on their mind. That's how he feels genuinely. What if he backed it up and said, I will give this woman the world because I know she won't leave me and that she's going to be a good mother to my kids? What if he just said that at the beginning of it? That makes it that much better. It's still the same thing.
No,
she didn't say he was a bad guy.
For some reason,
can I jump in?
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna tell me you don't know and then say go ahead. I'm done.
I didn't say anything. I'm done discussing it. Y'all said this. You said she's taking it wrongly. If she's taking it wrongly, she's taking it wrongly. That's all I'm saying.
That's not okay. Let me back up a little bit.
I'm saying I felt the same way when I read it. So the feeling is there. So you all are saying I'm overreacting. That's what y'all saying. So
I don't think that's what I said, but go ahead.
All right.
I didn't say I was overreacting.
I'm gonna let you speak. What am I getting wrong?
Okay. I'm not saying she's overreacting. I'm not saying he couldn't have said it better.
Okay.
What I'm saying is men speak differently. You don't want a man who speaks like a woman. Y'all want to throw Sonic Man off the bus yesterday. He was 22. God damn. So what you have to look at is he spoke by having these choices and he chose her. Right. Marriage isn't a light choice. It's a life investment. He chose her. That's speaking volumes. He didn't have the wedding he wanted. He asked her, what does she want marriage-wise? And she had it. The house they have is not an average house. It's above average house because that's what she wanted. That's him speaking. Men speak through actions. I'm not saying her feelings aren't valid. I'm not saying her feelings aren't real. They are.
Right.
But if they're not in line with his actions, that sounds like therapy and learning to cope with she got something that was out of her pay grade. That's for her to sift through. The lady was telling her, like, damn, you lucky. That's what her friend was telling her. But she took it as it going the other way.
Okay. I mean, I can see that point of view. I'm just, I can see that point of view. I just don't see how she would get past it, though. I mean, she got to get past it. She's married to the guy. She got to get past it. So it is what it is. She got to get past it.
Okay, here's how I've worked in some shitty environments.
Yeah.
I've worked in some shitty situations. I done worked in some fires. And here's where, when I'm at my lowest point, I say to myself, "Is this my worst day ever?" And then I just start become thankful for the little things I have. Because I guarantee you, she got resources and access.
Right.
She got a guy who'll listen to her. There's nothing she brought up that is egregious on a big scale. These little things are learning tools. These stumbling blocks are learning tools. AKA, she's probably said something he'd be like, damn, I'm not used to people saying that. He learned how to work through it. She can work through that if she wants to. Okay. With that said, I'm in.
She probably can. She can. She gonna have to. Okay. We got a video. Let's do a video. And I don't understand how in a video. Here's a video clip. Because, like I said, I'm getting into what the hell are these things? They might be the YouTube things. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure these things out.
On how I knew that story time on how I knew that my marriage was over, for sure. All right, so 7 years ago, my husband's mother was murdered. Unfortunately, she met a guy in the alley and he stabbed her to death. Rest in peace, Ma. We love you so much and we miss you so much.
What?
But on March 28th of 2025, that's the day that she had died 7 years ago, we had a memorial. And I made these cute little fans, but me and my husband were kind of like, on the out. So I didn't really do too much as far as like planning or anything. He just set it up with all his family and friends to meet at the location where she was murdered. And I made I got some popsicle sticks and got her face, a picture of her face, like cardboard cutout. They sell it on Amazon, but I just glued it onto the popsicle stick and it was like a little fan. So that's all I did. Usually, if we was on the good, we would have been known what restaurant we was going to. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So we all meet up at this spot. My husband is still a little distant. People notice that me and him are not really how we usually are, but we're not there for that, so it doesn't matter. My cousin comes, his family comes, we're all together. We have the kids with us and everything. Probably about 20 people show up. And we eventually we all walk into the alley and everybody says something in memory of her. I read a gospel song, Be Encouraged, no matter what's going on. I read that. And then my husband spoke, and this is how I knew. They say, like, when you know, like when you know you're going to be with somebody, and when you know that you're not going to be with somebody, when you know, you know. So my husband proceeds to show love and thankfulness for every single person that was out there. And when I'm like the only one left, actually me and my cousin were the only ones left, he kind of looks around me and then proceeds to be like, yeah, and that's it. And then my cousin, who's highly offended because me and my husband have been together for 12 years. My cousin was actually married to my husband's cousin for 12 years. They're divorced probably like 4 years now. They've been divorced. So he's like in the family. He known my husband before I knew him. So my cousin, after my husband looks around and avoids me and my cousin goes, and so my husband goes, yeah, and cousin Cliff, thank you so much. You always there for us. Da, 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 da. So we're all like waiting for him to say something about me, but he doesn't. And I knew it before my cousin. Before my cousin coughed. I felt it. The thing that went across my mind was, oh, this is the moment. This is the moment that they talk about where you know. There is no way. And granted, it wasn't about me, but he went around to every single even the kids. He said something about the kids, his kids, our best friend's kids, our kids. He said something about every single person. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, oh my gosh, this is the moment that they talk about. Because my husband, the husband that God has chosen for me, he'll be like, babe, come here. Yes, we here, thank you guys. Everybody know Mal, like he, and I'm not saying I needed praises or anything like that, but he went around to everybody. And maybe it might not make sense to you guys, but it's that feeling where you know. So it was for me. But talking to our family members and stuff, they were all like, we thought it was very, very odd. Like immediately we knew like what's going on with them two. Like something is happening. Like he's not going to say nothing about Mal. Like she's been here the whole time. Like everybody was like, his best friend and his best friend's wife, they were pissed. I didn't even have to say anything to them. They were pissed. And as we were leaving, when we got in the car, he started to argue with me. He was mad that I was upset about it. I didn't even say anything to him. I was talking to our cousin, the one that was married to my cousin. I was talking to her and she was like, what's going on, cuz? Like, why you didn't? I'm like, girl.
HQ, do we even need to listen any further?
Yeah, you got to get to the end. It ain't that long.
Oh God!
Only 5 minutes.
This 5 minutes. Oh Jesus!
See, y'all got to learn to listen to women.
No, we don't.
Cuz talking about, and I was like, yeah, we were just almost done. And he was like, that was not the time. That was not the place. You're so inappropriate. You don't even know how to control yourself. You don't know how to have discernment and read the room. It wasn't about you. It wasn't about you. I'm like, this is crazy. So yeah, story time on how I knew that my marriage was.
How you knew that you're a horrible human being. That's the title of this.
How did she know she was a horrible human being?
Yeah, you started off by saying because you weren't happy with him in the moment is why you did what you did with his mom's memorial.
Right.
That's why you use popsicle sticks and things. But if you felt different about him in that moment, you would have done something how you really would have done it.
Right.
You just told us that.
Passive, aggressive behavior. Yeah. Selfish. Yeah. All of those things. But that's a whole breakdown in communication. Women
can't tell stories worth crap, man.
We hate hearing women tell stories, but we hear these stories all the time. Everybody tells the story from their point of view. They never tell it from both points of view.
And women's point of view it's not a linear path when women tell a story.
Excuse me. Well, it's not a linear.
It tell you.
That's why you choking. That's why you choking.
Are you serious?
Man, my internet is messing up, man.
Yeah, you keep popping in and out like you doing a spot check. Boop boop boop. You keep going in and out like that. What the hell is wrong with your internet? It's messing up now.
I have no idea what it is.
No, I'm saying play that video to say it's always 2 or 3 different sides to a story. She may not be telling the truth. She ain't told her side because she came in and she was being disrespectful when she first came into the story. She did some popsicle sticks, some other kind of bullshit. I said, whoa. Why would you do that? Then she said, oh, I would have did something else. I would have did something different. So that tells me you were already trying to get under his skin.
Yes.
By doing what you were doing.
Yes.
A lot of marriages are like that, where you think you ain't doing nothing, but you really are doing something to annoy the other person. And then this is how you undermine relationships, and women do it the most. Women do it the most because they don't want to invite violence. They don't want to come at you directly. So they come at you in these covert ways. Popsicle sticks, not talking to you, being quiet, being silent, not giving you sex, not doing all of these things. I showed her because I wanted people to see this is how women act, and they come across as very, very nice
and innocent.
Very, very innocent.
Until you see it, you recognize it, and you be like, "You lying? I know you lying." There's details you're omitting. The path of your story did not go. You started, you gave us some information, and then you jumped.
Wait a minute. You didn't hear her in the right at the beginning. She said he didn't want to be bothered with me anymore. Why would you say that? He don't want to be bothered with me anymore because you did something to alienate that man before you started telling this story. And then you said, I'm going to get the popsicle sticks because I ain't giving him the real stuff because I ain't getting along with him now.
Man, if when my mom passed, if my wife came with some popsicle sticks with my mom's bust on the top of the pop, get them the fuck out of my face. Get them popsicle sticks the fuck out of my face.
Right.
Do you know what's going on right now?
Right.
Thank you.
I can't believe you're talking to me like that. I can't believe you're being so aggressive. You're making me afraid. I came here for you, and I came here to support you, and all you can do is just humiliate me in front of everybody. Oh my God!
Yes. We're exposing that. We're exposing that whole thing. She said it herself. Everything she said, she laid out. I wasn't giving him the real stuff. He didn't want to be bothered with me anymore. What did you do? This is all on you. This is a part. But then I didn't realize these part stories were like half the story and whatnot. So I got that first part right there. It could have been more before that. But I didn't, I couldn't tell. I can't tell. So I picked the best one that sounded as though, okay, we could really tell she wasn't doing all she needed to do. She did something to alienate him. She wasn't being the best wife at the funeral. She was being passive aggressive by not talking to him in the car. She was ignoring him. Why didn't you go up there and support him on the when he was about his mother?
I'm gonna tell you what she did that she won't tell you about. So you see how she got the braids, and you see how her lips are kind of poked out. Like, I was really trying to be a good wife. That whole "I'm better than everybody" thing, that's what her lips are saying. That's her nonverbals.
Right.
But what she did, she didn't call him 3 days before and say, "Hey, I want to make sure I'm there to support you." So what I did is I bought some food, I did this, I did etc. I don't want to do too much, but let me handle some things for you. I want to be a support model. Right. It should never be about her ego. I didn't said something to me. I didn't do that. That shouldn't be on the table. But for her, that's the first thing on the table. I'm seeing this personality. What she did when everybody was there, she went around, talked to everybody to let them know, hey, I'm here.
Right.
And by the way, I bought these popsicle sticks. Wait, we're not even talking about you right now. But I wanted to let you know I'm here. That's what agenda she was pushing. AKA, you can support somebody. I've supported my enemy in bad situations.
Right.
But I never made it about me. That company that I got fired from, when the boss lost his son or the boss lost his wife, I became a support model and knew my lane. She doesn't know her lane.
Right.
And that's why she was omitted, and she proved him right by this story. With that said, I'm in.
Yes, people don't choose all. See, it's not always about flowers and good times and the best and we're going to be happy all the time. You also have to be there for the downtime, but you have to know how to navigate within that downtime. You have to know how to navigate when everybody's not always happy, when we ain't having sex every other day, when we not vibing every other day. A marriage, you're not going to vibe together every day. You're going to have your ups and downs in the marriage. But the whole point is for you both to be focused on getting out of those valleys together. She's just cut him off completely. He said, I'm done. I'm done trying to satisfy you. I'm done dealing with you. I'm doing all this. I'm just going to ignore you. Now, I don't know whether I would have ignored her at the funeral. I don't know whether I would have done that as the husband, but I definitely would have let her know once we got in the car, you and I can't have a conversation in front of nobody else. You and I cannot have a conversation without you coming and apologizing for this, and this, or explaining this, and this. Because somewhere along the way, he decided he wasn't going to deal with her anymore. So she did something. She did something.
And I want to back up a little bit because I know I came in strong on her.
Well,
I think a lot of things we do as BIPOC people, we are necro-romantic. We love death. When you ever watch the top 10 movies, anybody famous, like it's always Scarface, New Jack City, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, kill him. King Kong. It's all that. But what I hear is he didn't deal with his trauma. So if somebody passes by natural causes, you in trauma. We all can agree on that. Let alone something where you have to find out piece by piece that they got stabbed to death. That's a high trauma for everybody. Right. And we don't know how to manage. You can't manage that with Pookie and Ray Ray in the hood and Uncle Lenny. You can't do all that. You got to have a professional grief counselor walk you step by step through that process. With that said, I'm in.
So do you think if they would have, she said, at this moment, I realized my marriage is over. Because apparently you did something. You did something that you can't come back from. And on top of the fact that he was grieving his mother, on top of all of that, he just said, I cannot deal with you. I cannot deal with the emotional toll this marriage is taking on me, on top of dealing with my mother's passing. I can't deal with you right now. So when the smoke clears, maybe he probably could. But at this time, he's not dealing with her at all. And he's not ready to forgive whatever she did to make it go off the rails.
Okay, that's a long-ass statement for what? To go to somebody else's funeral? No, to be at somebody else's funeral?
No, I'm not saying say that. I'm saying in his mind, this is probably how he felt. On top of dealing with my mother, I'm not about to deal with her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to speak to her. I don't want to hear any kind of apologies or anything else. I just can't deal with her right now.
No, men don't think like that. We just go, no, that button's off. And I want to speak for every man on earth. I want to speak for every man on earth right now. Yeah. We are never going to say things the way women want us to say it and women to be happy. And we just never going to do that. So with that said, I'm in.
And you think of set the scenario too, right? They are literally in. I know why it's doing that, man, because this thing on is still up. They are literally in the place where his mother got murdered.
Yeah.
And she's making it about her.
Yeah.
like I'm fortunate enough to know the condition my mom was in before she left this earth. No pain, no, you know, stuff like that. He's thinking the fear his mom was in. When I found out, and I don't usually do this because I don't really get into celebrity stuff, but when I found out how Kobe Bryant and his daughter died, I cried, man, because as a father, knowing that you sitting there, your plane, your helicopter's going down, and you got your daughter with you, and you know this is like, I can't do nothing. So I wept for that, man.
Right.
So this guy is thinking my mom was here and I couldn't be here to help her. And he's in this alley trying to compose himself,
right,
and do this thing. And she's up here, yeah, my cousin was like, he looked over us, and all this. And he's probably trying his hardest not to go off on this woman for doing this stupid popsicle thing. Right?
Neither have I.
He's probably trying, like,
I'm saying I couldn't
mean?
deal with basketball. I couldn't deal with basketball after Kobe. I just kept imagining the same thing. Him sitting in the helicopter with his daughter, and he knowing as an adult, stuff flashing in your mind. I ain't never gonna be able. And then you look over at your child. What do you do? Do you grab your child? What do you do?
And you know she's going too. Like, that's, man, I wept, man, when I heard that. Like, man, this is wild. So this thoughts of this mortality, this guy is thinking about his mom being there, feeling helpless. And then she's this wife is talking about the stuff that she could have done, but she didn't do because of something else.
Right.
And she did these popsicle sticks because of whatever.
Why did you think that was appropriate?
God.
Why did you think that was appropriate? I don't understand. Why would you think something like that was appropriate? I'd have made sure that the top of the line, whatever I needed to do, would really make it seem as though I put effort into caring about your mother and how she was perceived and how I would put so much effort into that. I just don't understand popsicle sticks. I don't get that.
Can I jump in? Excuse me. I think there's a lot of background stuff because he's the excuse me. When you think about marriage, there's a PR person. There's a person that's going to shake hands, listen to the people talk. But that PR person needs a break. They need peace. They also don't need to worry about the food, the water, the drinks, the parking, the access. Those are background parts. You can be the background support without being the person who has to be talked about in the mic, who has to be seen. And that it seems like she wanted to be the PR person when she could have been the admin structure behind the scenes. Not on stage. She wanted to be on stage. Hence, how do I know that? Because she went and made a YouTube video. With that said, I'm in.
And remember, I said the last week, I said some people don't seem to understand. Just because this is your life doesn't mean you're the center stage all the time. You're not the center stage all the time. There's characters that come and go, and some of those characters are more important than you in the moment. Like a child, like a mother, like a husband, maybe a wife. Some of those people come before you. Even though it's your life, it's not your stage. It's not completely your stage every day, all day. These other people take center stage sometime, right?
Yeah. Especially in those moments, man. Those pinnacle moments in life, man.
And that moment, she should have put her husband, she should have had her husband at center stage. What do you need me to do? Don't be nagging about it. Don't be this, that, and the third. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here. Let me know. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Tell me if you want me to do something different. And get out of his face.
No, that's you can't say that. because when
Why can't I say
excuse me.
that?
I'm sorry. Maybe let me say a different way to say it. Not that you can't say that. I apologize. Because I think these are tough conversations.
Right.
So recently, a buddy of mine called me and said, "Hey, I need a favor." He's always an upbeat guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "I need you to make a slideshow. My daughter died."
Mm.
He said that like he needed me to come help him change a tire.
Right.
He's in that shock. He's in that moment. I don't need to ask him 20 questions. Before he even said, I said the answer is yes. Whatever you need, I got you. When he threw that on me, it was heavy. Well, he doesn't want me to ask him a bunch of questions. How does he want and everything? Mm-hmm. I just created something to make it simple, easy for him.
Right.
And at the end, I showed it to him one time. Because when he goes there, he's the PR person. My point in saying this is she can't go to him and ask him what he needs. You gonna tell me how long you've been with him and everything else, and you don't know the background things? You don't have Google and say, hey, if this happened, what would be the items needed?
I'm not talking about basic stuff. I'm talking about what kind of flowers would you want me to have for your mother? How do you want me to present the flowers? Where? When? Little things like that. Not the major thing. I know to order flowers. I know to make sure people show up. I know to get them to the mortuary. I know to do all of those things. But I'm saying there's specific things that people want to see when they get to the funeral. You don't want no flowers or anything that I'm not asking them about details. I'm just saying I have this covered.
And that's what I'm saying. Women don't hear men. We don't have that capacity. So his mom, we don't have that capacity on a regular basis. Okay.
Right.
Now, this is elevated. You're not talking about death. You're not talking about somebody getting hit by a car. You're not talking about accident. You're talking about malicious murder.
Right.
He's not going to be able to process that same. He's not going to be thinking about flowers. He's not going to be thinking about little things. So that's where the female energy has to be able to caress that situation. And with that said, I'm in. I've interrupted too much. I apologize. I know this is heavy.
We fleshing it out.
I think y'all both right.
I just want to be a support. I just want to be the support. I don't want to get in your face and say we're gonna do X, Y, and Z. I just want to.
You can't tell me you don't want to be in my face by being in my face.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to be.
I think y'all both right.
A net. I don't want to be a net. I want to just be the support. Look at me and say, I know what to do. I can't just say I know what to do and then I come to you and everything is wrong.
Okay. How about this? Let's you and I role play it.
I just want to respect you and your mother. That's it.
Okay, let's role play it. Because I think we're saying the same things. I just look at it differently. You role play it as you lost a loved one, and then I'll role play it as I lost a loved
one. Okay. Well,
I lost my mother. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I lost my mother.
No, it's me. I'm the one with loss. You're being the support model.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My question would be, what do you?
We're role playing.
My first question would be, where do you need me to be? What do you need me to do to help you? That would be my first question. Because you may not need me. You may have 10 brothers and sisters. You may not need me. So I'm asking you, where do you need me to be? I'll be there.
That's how you're role playing?
Yeah.
That was the worst role playing ever in history.
So what? Then you don't understand what I'm doing. What do you mean?
No, let me try to give the pieces that to me are missing. And I apologize because I try to throw humor in that and it's probably not the time. Okay. So
there's always a time for humor.
I know. Damn lamp. HQ, lick your lips. Anyway, all right, so you lost somebody and you and I are on the outs.
Yeah.
Bert's. All right, so I'm gonna come to you now. and you and I are kind of going through a rough patch, and I'm going to talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Hey, HQ, I know you're busy, but I just want to say something heartfelt. I know we're not on the same page right now, but truly, my heart is heavy right now, and I just want to support and help you. So I came up with these 3 to 5 things that I want to help you with, and I just want to read them, and I just need you to listen and let me know if I'm going in the right direction, okay? And then I would read off those support things. And I would say, please let me be a part and help you, and I'll do my best to be a silent support partner for you in this. Can we agree on that?
Yeah. Yes. Whatever you can do to help would be great.
That's kind of how I would approach it, because I think the piece that is not worked on is I'm going to tell you that I realize we're not on the same page, but that's not important. The most important part is you don't have to go through this alone. That would be my piece to put the table. And then that way, I realize you're probably going to look at me and you go, no, we need it like this. That's okay, because I'm here for you. It's not my ego on the table. That's what I would.
My approach is more of, you tell me what you need me to do. I don't want to say, let's do X, Y, and Z, because you could look me in the eyeball and say, my brothers and sisters got it. I don't need your help.
Okay, it's only me and you. Why do you keep putting other people on the table? Just put me and you on the table. Just me and you right now.
And I'm saying, I would say I would be the support. And I would say, I will do whatever you need me to do. Just tell me what you need me to do, and I will do it.
I think the piece that's missing is that, especially from a guy's perspective, we can't process what we need. That's why we would need you. So you asking us that question would just send friction. That's what I'm saying.
And would he say everything?
They've been together 12 years though, right?
Okay.
So you can't tell me she didn't know the mom's favorite color, the mom's favorite flower.
Yeah, but some people find it imposing.
Small, easy stuff.
Some people find it imposing for you to take hold of the situation. Some people find that.
Man, that's family, man. I don't know about that. That's
I don't know. Some people find it. Look, my mother passed away, and I wanted to help do whatever I could. Me and my brother, and my brother said, "I got it. Me and my wife got it. I will let you know exactly what else we need you to do, the minute details and all of that. But we got to pay for the funeral. We got all of that together. I will let you know. Give me a minute, and we can figure everything out." That's what my brother said to me. So I'm one of those people. I'm not going to impose on you, because you may have some other thought as to how you want things to go. And most people do have thoughts of how they want to go. I'm here to be the support. I'm not here to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm here to tell you, what do you need me to do? Because you may or may not want me to do anything. I don't know. Some people, well, this person got cremated, so I don't need you to do anything.
But HQ,
I don't know.
She obviously knew, though. She said in the beginning, she obviously knew what she should have done.
Yeah.
And she was making him pay for it for something. She said it. If this was this, I would have done this.
Right. She was all the way wrong.
She knew what she should have done. She didn't do it.
Right.
So the question of whether or not, she should have asked or not asked, that's irrelevant, because she said she knew what she should have done, and she didn't.
And
then now she wants to play the victim in hindsight.
Yeah, I mean, I see her being wrong all the way. She was wrong all the way around. I'm saying, normally you want to act, you don't want to run in there and just do things, and people might be like, nah, don't. So I'm more of I'm right here. Turn around and tell me what you need, and I'm right here to do it. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm that type person. But I get it. But she was totally wrong in what she did.
No, I get what you're saying. HQ, and I think the beauty in you is, as much as you are a heathen, you got a sensible heart. So I think that's the point, that we all would have went the
Look,
same
I
way.
was raised by nuns. So I was raised by none.
So was the devil. Next
Hey,
question.
I'm about to say Lucifer was raised by God. So what you would? Hey, Zeus, Lucifer was raised by God. So
I
what
want
you
a
saying?
church-fearing man.
Hey, I'm gonna reset my computer real quick. I can't stand this. I don't like this.
Y'all wrong as hell.
I'm gonna reset my computer.
Okay, but
I think
I just said that to say my countenance is to not offend. That is the first thing, is to not offend another person. And I was just raised that way to be, not to be offensive to people. It's an effort sometimes to be offensive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is. It is.
Well, I think what you're also saying is you would have read the room.
Yeah.
She didn't read the room. When I look at her without even her opening her mouth, I can tell the whole thing is going to be about her, and she didn't disappoint.
Right.
I think what you're saying is it doesn't matter what everybody, even if the thing was set up perfectly and you could have lent a hand and you were told not to, you would do your best to do it and keep it low key. I get that. That's a sensible heart. She doesn't have
seen and not heard. You know how you've been raised, and you're supposed to be seen and not heard. You're supposed to not do any harm. I was raised that way, to be seen and not heard, and not to offend most people. Just do your duty and to not offend another person. Always do the right thing. So when that kind of thing comes on, I'm one of those people. I'll take a cake to your house. I'll make sure you have food to eat. Okay, maybe they don't have enough food. Let me see if I can take something over there for them to eat. Cake over there or something to eat. I'm that type person to and not to offend you, but I'm trying to do it without, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help and not hurt a person.
Well, I know what you're saying, and I love you for that. That's why I keep coming back. Even when you piss me off, I keep coming back. She let you know she wasn't on the right page.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going, even my enemy, I'm not going to go make a TikTok video about how I gave them something at their wedding and they didn't want to receive it.
Yeah. She's foul. She's foul. She's foul. Let me read the last letter. Leslie, read our last letter. Husband wanted an open marriage and is now mad at me for partaking. Woo. So my husband has cheated on me in the past. Among other things, I found his Tinder profile, sexting other women a few times. It came up again, and I was ready to quit the marriage. He suggested an open marriage. I could get a Tinder too. So we wouldn't meet up with these people unless we both agreed. I kept saying it was a bad idea, but went along with it. We created Tinders on the same day. Within a couple of hours, I had over 100 likes, while after 3 or 4 days, he only had like 5. I'm aware of how algorithms work and that men blindly just swipe right. At first, he was upset and said he should have valued me more, but he didn't say to stop. He was sending nudes to girls, so I started sexting some of the guys and doing the same thing. Last night, we had sex, and he even said it was to record part of it to send to another girl. Oh, I was already in the middle of sexting a guy during that, so I paused and then continued afterwards. Husband found out. He is now making it seem like I cheated on him because of it. I now feel like a horrible person and cried half the night. Maybe I'm easily manipulated, but I've been upset and just full of rage since he flipped out on me. Do open marriages work? Oh, and Zeus is the most obvious person to ask this question to. Zeus?
Yes.
Do open marriages work?
Well, that's not an open marriage. That's a shit show. And please don't confuse that with poly. That's not poly.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's a dynamic. It's sort of a dynamic.
What do you mean it's a dynamic? What are you talking about? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you had the gaslighting door all the way open. It was just cracked. Go ahead and open it, and I'll shut it down.
It's a dynamic though, right?
What they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not gonna put on a pair of shoes and just go out running in traffic. That's what they did, and then they got mad because they got hit by a car.
So how are they gonna pull it together? How they gonna pull this marriage back?
Well,
she ain't cheated. He's cheated before. He has cheated before. Mm-hmm. She hasn't cheated. She just has a Tinder profile, getting ready to cheat, getting ready to do.
Okay, first she's lying. She's lying, and here's why she's lying. You know, he did all that stuff, but I didn't do that stuff. But he built a Tinder profile. I built one on the same day. He got 4 replies. I got over 100. He was texting people, so I started texting people. He was sending news, so I sent news. Mm-hmm. But when he was cheating, you weren't cheating?
She said he was. She said she was finna leave him. And he said, please don't leave. Please, and I want an open marriage. Can we try an open marriage? She said she wasn't cheating. She wasn't cheating. He was cheating.
What I'm saying is, she's saying she was following him on everything. But I didn't follow him on that. I'm just saying that just logic don't make sense. That logic doesn't work in the room. But let me get to poly. This is where you guys are confused. Not confused, but let me share something from a poly insider.
Okay.
You don't just go out and say we're gonna be poly. You set up goals, parameters, boundaries, mm-hmm. and you set up check-in points. So let's say you and I are in a relationship and we're going to open it up. Mm-hmm. We have a code where we check in and we say, okay, well, I'm not comfortable with that. Okay. If you're not comfortable with something, I don't ask you, well, you got to get with that. I say, well, why? Tell me the feelings that you're having. And then we talk through those feelings and then we go through the next step. But in a couple dynamic, you only go as fast as the slowest person. Mm. So if I got 2 dates a night, and you don't have one for the week, I need to slow down. You in a poly dynamic are called the NP, the nesting partner. If we live together, you are the most important person, not the other people. And they made the other people more important. AKA, I'm not gonna be in bed with you texting somebody else.
That's true.
Because we're gonna be at Gok City.
She said wait a minute. She said I could get attention to it. Okay. She said I kept saying it was a bad idea, but I went along with it. We created I think he did it so he wouldn't be accused of cheating. Husband, he is now making it seem like I cheated on him. But he's the one who cheated. All I see is red flags. Wow. If you doing that, if y'all doing the open marriage thing, your marriage is over already.
Of course you're going to say that, but all relationships are open. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, aren't you? I mean, I don't own you. Aren't you that person? I don't own you. Isn't that what you say?
He just wanted to cheat. He just wanted a pass to cheat. And when he found out that you had options to go out there and cheat, because before you didn't have no options to go out there and cheat because you wasn't looking. Once he figured out you had options and you had plenty of options, he didn't want them out. He didn't want you to have those options.
Okay. You're just rewriting history, but okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not that.
Okay, let me say this.
Listen to this. Listen to this. She said, husband found out I was sexting another guy. He is now making it seem like I cheated on him.
She wasn't sexing. She was sexing because he was sexing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, this was after he agreed to he told her they were going to have an open relationship. This was after that.
Okay.
It was after he said, let's have an open relationship. And he said, okay, I don't want to do that, but I'll do it because you said do it, but I don't want to do it. He wants to have an open relationship for him. He don't want you to be in an open relationship because he's already been seeing other women. He wants his wife at home and he wants to have sex with other women. And ain't nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting what you want. You just have to let the other person know, and the other person has to be willing to go along with it. Otherwise, it's not an open and fair relationship. Nothing wrong with it if both parties agree. But don't open up that door unless you're willing to walk through that door. Unless you're willing to do it. Okay? There's not a lot of data on open. I don't think there's a lot of data on open relationships. I don't know. Is there a lot of data on open relationships, Zeus? Zeus.
Yes, there's a lot of data on all types of relationships. But what I want to share with you is there are open relationships where only the wife plays. The husband is still a mononormative, and vice versa. There's where the husband plays, and they may come back and talk about it, or they may not come back and talk about it. There are rules, but if you're going to be in those dynamics, you need to find a model. It's just like anything else. If you're in a marriage, you can't be married and expect success if you don't have a model to follow. That's what I'm saying.
So polyamorous relationship is different from open. Why? What is the difference? Both of y'all know from the beginning that it's not going to be a closed relationship. What is the difference?
Okay, so every relationship is poly. You have a relationship with the guy who you, I think you said you walk by the bus stop with. You have a relation. There's all kinds of relationships that you already manage, but you set a boundary on what you're going to do with those relationships.
Mm-hmm.
AKA, I have a bakery lady. We chat every week. She's super awesome. She knows what I want. She pulls it out. Hey, by the way, I got a suggestion for you. She has my number. She can text me. She can do all this. But there's a line we don't cross. That's a boundary. But she can reach out anytime. I just keep it appropriate. You have all kinds of relationships. AKA, when you go to work, what do they call that? Your work family.
Right.
When the person you're working with, eventually they're going to call that your work husband or work wife. Right. You have to make the choice not to have a sexual interaction with them.
Right.
And that's where a lot of
So sexual relationship, you have to choose not to have a sexual relationship, right?
Correct.
Why is it that people think it's not a choice out here? Why do we have to discuss with poly? The fact that it's not a choice? Not poly, regular cheating.
I think the thrill of regular cheating is the underhandedness of it, the covertness of it. Because I have a buddy, he is an amazing cheater. And he always talks about post-nut clarity.
Right.
About how when things happen and all of a sudden he goes, why did I do all that work? It wasn't even worth it. And he says that all the time. His girlfriend, beautiful. And then when he started talking to me, because I'm poly, he was able to have open conversations about, oh, I like this person, but I can see how I got lost. And that's what poly is about. Poly's about having those honest, you telling me, hey, you know that dude in the butcher shop? That's my dog right there. Oh, really? What would you do to him if I had the chance? And then once you talk about it, you're like, oh my God, I sound crazy. And you don't want to do it. But in a mononormative relationship, you won't talk about those things, and those demons get bigger. You start saying, oh my God, this person's amazing. You think the grass is always green on the other side.
Right. See, the thing is, this is a whole kettle of fish. When you get to talking about people and cheating emotionally, physically, the whole night, this is a whole nother. You could make a whole topic of disrespectful cheating, respectful cheating, all of it. Wait a minute, I think we said something about that at the beginning, the first one, respectful and disrespectful. I don't know. Anyway, Anyway, with this one right here, with this relationship, what do you recommend? What do you say?
They would have to back the whole wagon up and stop. They would pump the brakes, and they would have to recognize, okay, we didn't make the best moves. Let's start listening to podcasts. Let's start reading books. Let's start, because she probably needs somebody that she can talk to and they don't judge her, guy or girl. They need somebody that can talk about work. They can need, and you're just filling the other person's cup, but you're letting down your toxic. Because a lot of times in relationships, we want that one person to be our everything, and they can't be.
Right.
So just having a coffee buddy helps you out. Having somebody say, you know what, I'm gonna go walk with them. I have a buddy, he's 60. He sees this lady who walks and is 40. She's 40 years old and she walks every day at a certain time. And kind of what I told him, that could be your walking buddy, but you can't go in thinking, I want to have sex with her. That's where guys kill it. That's our lack of social things. He's a Jewish guy. And I said, I know I'm from Polyworld, but I'm going to give you some advice. Work on the social element. Walk with her. Say, hey, can I walk with you? Walk with her for 3 to 5 minutes. And then the next day, do the same thing. And then and do that for like 4 or 5 days. And then the next week, walk for 10 minutes. Let her talk. Don't, because guys, we just say stupid stuff.
Right.
That's how you build a poly relationship. Not by going in and saying, how many people can I get in my bed? Okay. That's the misnomer that I think a lot of people think.
So are we saying men should cultivate those female relationships regardless of the sexual element?
Without the sexual element.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
We ain't talking about that.
It sounds like y'all talking about that.
He got the Kuda cat hat on.
No, we were talking about the last email about the husband. He was cheating, and then he suggested an open relationship, and then the wife was reluctant to do that, but she, because he's doing it, I'm gonna do it too, because I'm hurt, blah blah blah. And as soon as she started getting texts and those kind of things from guys, her husband wanted to shut it down. Wait a minute, what you doing? Why you out here? Wait a minute, you the one said we should have an open relationship.
Oh yeah, no, that's whatever. Yeah.
So do you?
He wanted open one way. He wanted open one way.
Yeah, he wanted it open.
He wanted to smash cheeks, but he don't want nobody getting a cracking and getting the back of that oven over there.
Because there's names for that. That's called a hinge relationship.
A hinge.
I like that. I like that hinge. That sounds good.
Yeah, because there's hinge. There's no tell. We have a married couple. We have a married couple in the group. One of the partners plays. The other one don't want to hear about it, but they set rules and parameters to keep themselves safe.
So
I like that hinge. Tell me more about that hinge, Zeus.
So do you think in a relationship, do you think it's okay to talk to another person about just general stuff? If
people do all the time, regardless if you want it or not, it happens.
Really? So
if both partners is working around the opposite sex, they are talking to somebody else about stuff.
And that's not a big. It shouldn't be a big deal. You don't.
You're not going to do. You can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it.
What about the
right or wrong, good, bad, or ugly?
The work husband. What's wrong with talking to the work husband if that's the case? Then
the reason you know that phrase is because it's a thing. HQ, work wife, work husband, because it's a thing.
Yeah, but what if that's my sounding board?
Having a coworker that you can confide in as a friend is a lot different than calling somebody your work husband.
No, I'm saying that for everybody to identify that it's a male in the workplace. Yeah. But that's
not a sounding board. That work husband is going to be. See, he shoulders no responsibility over you other than maybe getting you a little coffee from time to time, being a little ear for you to talk to from time to time. Don't come over here, boy.
So what are you talking about? So are you saying that So you're saying that the husband can only have males that he talk to, and the female can only have females that she talk to?
He got relatives. She got relatives, don't she? She got a daddy. He got a mama.
So anybody pick a confidant, and that's it.
But
I'm saying, I'm trying to say, do you think it's a good idea to have another person besides the person you're married to be a sounding board?
Is that person going to be attracted to you? Because a sounding board can't be attracted to you, male or female.
So
if I have a female coworker and she's in a relationship, engagement, marriage, or whatever, right? And she's coming to me telling me all of the most intimate things about, well, sometimes, he has a hard time getting it up. Well, sometimes, he don't really do, sometimes, my birthday, she's telling me the most intimate things about the relationship. She don't even talk to him about. I'm privy to that. Now I got to end. I'm attracted to her. She is yammed up. Susan?
Wow.
God dog.
Wow.
Right? She's yammed up. And I know all the bad stuff he's doing. Now I can manipulate it to make sure I don't do none of that bad stuff.
Same with
I was just thinking about you, so I brought you this. You like what's those things called?
What happened? I missed it.
The little breakfast sandwiches or something stupid.
Right.
All the little small stuff I could do. Hey, I was at the dollar store, man. This ain't that the candle you like? Oh my goodness, he was thinking about me at the dollar. All the little small stuff, that 80-20 rule, right? The husband's working, he's doing all the stuff, he's paying bills, he's tired, he's taking care of kids. Me, I'm there when you most vulnerable, when you feel like talking to somebody. I can listen.
Okay,
so just listen.
So now we know a male can't have female friends.
I'm gonna listen good too, HQ.
Female can't have
HQ. I know you yammed up over there, HQ. Look, come on.
Let me in.
Have this conversation. Have this conversation with me.
Oh, a woman can't have.
You feeling vulnerable? Let's go sit in my car for lunch. We can just go sit in my car and have a conversation for lunch. I ordered DoorDash. It's going to be here in 15 minutes. Let's go in the car, have a conversation.
I don't want to be rude, so I went to his car. I didn't know he was going to do nothing.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you see, why you got sweatpants on? Why you got sweatpants on?
He forced me.
Oh, I get out of my work clothes when I come to lunch.
Yo, wow.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, but I'm saying, so you don't think a man should have a female that he confides in like that either, right?
It's different. No, I'm just playing. No, you shouldn't. No, I'm just playing. I just
scared the shit out of me. Like what?
It's different. But I mean, it's different, but it's the same thing. It's equally as wrong. The other person will still see that as wrong.
So we can say across the board that would not be a guy.
To Hill, come on, to Hill.
I see it differently, but I'm listening.
Let's just go get in my car.
Go ahead, Jay.
I got this new. That new Lil Wayne came out. Let's go listen to it in my car.
Yeah, you like that.
Yeah. Jill Scott dropped a new joint. To Hill. Jill Scott dropped a new joint. It's not out.
Yeah.
But I know somebody who knows somebody. I got it. Let's go. I order some food. Let's go to my car.
What would you gonna say, Zeus? Zeus.
Man, you smell good. Man, to Hill, you smell good. What is that?
Yeah, what is that? Yeah. Juice.
No. I agree. And that's how the wheels fall off the wagon.
I think men and women, y'all really got to watch that. You really got to watch that work husband. You really got to watch that work wife. You really got to watch those things. Because it's not a matter of you thinking about it today, but sooner or later, I got it. That's all I got to do is wear a short skirt one good time.
Somebody going to be cracking cheeks and somebody going to be smelling their ankles.
Yes.
Damn. Okay, so I agree with that. And here's I'm gonna give you the different format.
One.
So in a mono relationship, you hide that, and then if somebody, Jay Tillman comes home or HQ, I come home and I say, hey, why you got 2 coffee cups in your thing at the car? I thought you didn't like coffee. And then you start disco dancing around the conversation.
Right.
That's a regular relationship.
You know Deborah, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There's no lipstick.
I had to pick her up.
Right. Deborah with lipstick, Deborah? Yeah, but she didn't have lipstick on today. I've known her for 5 years and she's always had lipstick on.
She always had that lipstick on. Oh, Zeus, bro.
No, wow.
Man.
So what I'm saying is,
this
is how it's worked. I'm not saying it's perfect, but in a poly relationship, you would call your partner and say, hey, this person asked me to have lunch in their car. I kind of like them. Here's what I'm detecting. What do you detect? You would try to have that communication, AKA so you don't drown. What I find, people tend to drown in their own nonsense and disbelief. AKA, I guarantee you, if you say it out loud, I'm gonna go in the parking lot and I'm gonna give gawk, you wouldn't do it. Because in your adult mind, you'd be like, whoa, why would I say, what am I doing? But as long as you hide it, you will start hiding it from yourself and you'll never tell anybody the truth. But once you have transparent communication.
Okay. Damn, Zeus.
With that said, I'm in.
Damn, Zeus.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something I never told nobody else, man. I'm gonna go ahead. PL, don't get on me. You talking too much. I was doing a course.
Yeah.
And this young lady was in the course. And then once the instructor found out I had an extensive medical background, she was like, oh, can you help me? So I'm like, okay, cool. So now she's like, I'll break the class off into half. Let's do halves. And I'm instructing the other group, yada, yada, yada. And the lady, I'm like, got my ring on and everything. I don't wear it now, but because of work. She's like, oh, you married? She's like, do y'all want a third? Randomly, the girl asked me, do y'all want a third? I'm like, no, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Say
boom.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the blue. Wasn't no flirting, no nothing.
Right. She been thinking about that in her mind. She had that all made up. Yeah, let me.
And she didn't say I want to be what she said. Do y'all need a third?
Y'all.
Do y'all need a third? And she knew.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hey.
How your ego feel after that?
Oh, it felt fantastic. I mean, she wasn't really. Just off GP, the eagle was good, but she wasn't real. I mean, she was an average.
She was just average. Okay.
No, she was something you like after the club. You'd be like, all right, let me just go ahead and get this over. Let me do something.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell nobody, right? You're not gonna tell nobody.
Hey, in that case, wouldn't be nobody to tell because I was like, I had just got here. Right. I ain't know nobody.
Like, damn, yeah, that's
like okay, all right.
So you don't invite yourself in the middle of those kind of things. You don't invite yourself.
Man, that's why I stay.
There's no point in having the temptation to hit you. Otherwise, it's no.
That's why y'all see me on these panels with y'all all the time.
Thank you, Joe, for the $4.99.
Hey, Joe, you see, I got me a hat, bro. I saw that hat. I was like, when I went back to Buffalo, I was like, I gotta give you. They got them nice hats out there now, man. I gotta give me something nice.
He said, as a side ninja, I be tripping how they talk about they man. I'm embarrassed. Yeah. Wow, he the side nigga. Oh, okay. That's the whole thing. People invite this silliness. I was on a panel the other day, and this one woman said, "I let my man go to the strip club." Yeah,
I used to go to strip club with my ex.
Like what?
Yeah, we used to go, and I would be getting a lap dance. I look over, she'd be so excited looking at me get a lap dance. She loved it.
That invites it. You don't think that invites something?
Like what?
I don't know. Where look, if I'm already close to the corner, and that's all I got to do is walk 10 feet, and I'm around that corner. You know, going around that corner is gonna be a no-no. But if you're only 10 feet away, you don't think it's such a no-no because it's 10
No, she was good. She was. I had everything I needed, and we went because she wanted to go, and I got a lap dance because she wanted to see me get a lap dance.
Wow.
Yeah,
That would be
but
wild.
she turned out to be crazy anyway, so it didn't go.
Wow. You and your stories, man. You and your stories.
Hey, Zeus ain't the only one that got stories, man. I got some. I was
stories.
Zeus. I was in the lifestyle for a little bit too, brother. So
Whoa. Y'all wild. Look. There's
I
some
just ain't never
stories.
heard of no hinge.
Look,
I heard of. I was a fool.
Okay.
But I ain't never heard of no hinge though. I'm down with that hinge. Let's hinge it.
That. But anyway, give me your final thoughts, sir.
Hold on. So I'm gonna tell you the secret of being the third or the side.
Okay.
The secret is everybody has to be in on it. See, that's the poly side versus what the gentleman who just donated was talking about. He's doing it from, no disrespect, but he's doing it from the deviant side.
Okay. Yeah.
So, for instance, you can never speak bad about your partner when you're with me. When you guys have a tiff and we need to cancel, we cancel. If we're playing, you guys have to make sure you have a dedicated date night that you guys plan for themselves. Because I'm gravy on the meal. I am not the meal.
Okay. Gravy.
Don't call me if we said we committed to text. Oh, you're at home in bed with your husband? Do not text me. Like that, like when that lady said they were in the bed together having sex and they was both trying to feed other things. That's not good business. You have to be hyper focused on the person that's your nesting partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, them is special people, man. Everybody can't do that.
Right.
And you have to be able to pump the brakes. You have to be able to pump the brakes.
I was in a situation once where it was this bad Mexican lady. She had to be like 50, and I was in my early 20s. This lady was Selma Hayek-y bad.
Yeah, bad.
And I'm in there doing what a young 20-something-year-old would do. And then her husband was over at the door just looking the saddest. And I'm like, sorry, brother. So I'm like, I don't know. Some people, I was like, I couldn't do this, man.
Right.
I couldn't do this. Ooh, boy.
When I was listening to the trial, I was listening to the trial to P. Diddy, and I was listening to some of that stuff. I was like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I mean, it's fun. It might be fun for one time, maybe, but that's just too much. You doing too much. I ain't sitting in no corner. I ain't watching nobody. I ain't videotaping. We ain't finna do that.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I mean, hey,
that's the
to
biggest.
each his own, man. To each his own.
You got to be special people.
You got to. Everybody has their comfortability level. You got to go to that, and the other person has to be cool with being not going exceeding that.
Right.
Because everybody can't do it. Some people like, I can't do none of that. None of it. It's not happening.
Yeah, but hey, look.
Some people like, I can do it once a year, maybe, or twice a year, maybe, or something, but
the whole point is everybody, all the parties got to be okay with what's going on, and you got to be a certain type. There's all type of people on this planet. Some people don't have feelings like that. Some people don't care whether they share or they don't share. Some people are like that, so they can share all the time. It don't matter. They don't have feelings for other people. I don't understand how that works for you, but they don't have feelings for other people like that would bother them when they did those kind of things, which kind of bothered me, but I kind of get it because there's all different types of people. I just wasn't going to get on that kind of level. I could never get on that kind of level. But I can see how other people who could. And
because you're in shame. That's why. You're in shame. That's why you can't get there.
Hell yeah, you want
No, that's not that. Man, you just had some people have limitations. It's not shame.
I mean,
Some people got limitations, Zeus. They
The
just like, I'm not comfortable with that. I just don't want to do that.
I mean, my sister told me.
Zeus got real stories. I got stories, but Zeus got real stories.
I ain't finna share that. All I know, I ain't finna share that.
It's too late.
Boy.
It's too late.
Hey,
Let that
Zeus,
cat out the bag. Let that cat out.
When that book coming out? When that book coming out?
She tell me some wild shit. So I ain't finna embarrass her like that.
Yeah, don't air your sister out, HQ. What you about to do?
But I'm just saying, some people have boundaries. We just got boundaries. We can't do that. But I mean, I understand how poly can come about. But is it because you want to build, or is it because the sexual deviancy?
It's not either. It's not either. It's a individual comfortability. It's not I mean, what's deviant about it?
I don't know.
Because I mean, okay, you could say that. You could say it's deviant, but what's deviant about being single and having a roster, male or female? What's deviant about dating a person for a few weeks, getting them pregnant, and then not being together, and then having multiple kids by multiple people? Because I mean, you could look at all of this stuff. It's what people was doing now. It's the normal.
Mm-hmm.
So is it more deviant to do that and be lying about it and what you're really doing, or is it more deviant to accept it and understand and have boundaries in what you're doing, not be bringing babies and stuff, protecting yourself and telling your partner or the person that you're with the truth, and both being comfortable living in the truth with each other? What's more deviant?
No,
the sex is still happening. It's not even about the sex. The sex is still happening both sides.
Yeah,
but what's more deviant, really?
No, when I meant more, not deviant as in something abhorrent, deviant as in deviating from the norm. That's what I meant. I should have said it that way. Deviating from the norm.
That's what
the norm is.
Poly, but poly is not normal. So
what's the normal? Why is it not? Why is poly not normal?
Because it's not. It's a failed philosophy, but it is what
talking about it. Talking about it. No, it's not failed. Talking about it is not normal for people, but people do it all the time. When you married to somebody, you've been married but you've been married for 50 years and you had your side piece for the last 20.
That's not poly.
She been letting Mr. James down the street come over every once in a while, crack them cheeks when you out of town.
But that's not poly.
But it's the same thing, though. You're just not talking about it.
Zeus said that's not poly.
But you doing the same thing. You're just not. But poly is having an understanding and being openly communicative is from what I understand from what Zeus tells me.
Yes.
Correct. It's being openly communicative with the person, taking the sex out of it.
So why did you say you crack the books when I leave town?
But that's what I'm saying. So is it what I'm saying? I'm addressing what you said. Is like poly is not a normal lifestyle, but the people are doing things that poly people do out in the open and communicate with. They're doing it behind closed doors.
Yes. So therefore it's not poly.
But they're still living that lifestyle where they're sharing themselves with other people.
I think what Jay Tillman, if I can jump in, Jay, and I don't mean to disrespect you by speaking for you. I think you guys are both saying the same thing, but Jay Tillman is saying they won't agree to poly, but they're using the framework and adding their own deviant elements to it.
The physical framework.
So, but it's still not poly because we're not all privy. We're not all privy. We're not all in agreement.
It's not. And let me break down two other elements. So watching somebody is a kink. Knowing hold on, killer. Watching somebody is a kink. So when those people watch, they're thinking that's my own porn star. That's one.
Right.
The other thing is when somebody else goes on a date and you know they're on a date, but you're at home, what that's called is sperm competition. So HQ, you going on a date with Jay Tillman, but I'm at home. Excuse me. I know what you guys are doing.
Right.
Now we might make an agreement. You'll send me a picture here and there. So you send me a picture. You got to the restaurant. You'll let me know your location. Mm-hmm. You'll send a picture like, hey, we're going to the hotel room, or we're going to the parking lot. Oh, we're kissing, blah, 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 whatever. Right. When you come home, we have what's called reclaiming sex. So what happens is my competition level. So you remember how you said the bedroom was dead?
Yeah.
Well, now the competition level went up, and that's what the one guy was saying where he went on the dating app. He was saying, I didn't appreciate you because I didn't see the competition element. Now, when you come home, all of a sudden you like, how come you rock hard? How come you all fired up?
Yikes.
And then I show you the other guy was the warm-up act.
Let me give you this hot lead. Yeah.
Right.
Yikes.
And I'm going to shoot up the club. I'm getting ready to shoot up the club. So that's the difference is that. Ooh. So that's the reclaiming part. See, people leave out the reclaiming part because they're in their shame. And I didn't mean, I apologize. Let me step back too. When I said you was in your shame, that's truth, but I could have said it better. A lot of times we in our shame and our own trauma, and we don't know how to navigate those waters.
Mr. Walker.
You wildin', Mr. Walker. You wildin'.
What you drinking, Willie?
Member for 7 months. Thank you, Mr. Walker. Chat and panel, thank you very much. What do you say? Mr. Walker, $5 super sticker. Thank you, sir.
God,
Mr. Walker, leave it to Mr. Walker to come over and say something crazy. Leave it to Mr. Walker. I ain't even
What'd she say? I missed it. What'd she say?
No, Mr. Walker.
Not Jay Walker, Mr. Walker. He said hot meat, and he spelled coming up the way you ain't supposed to spell it too. Boy, God,
like really,
egregious.
Mr. Walker? You wildin'.
I got stories.
Give me your final thought. I gotta go eat and do my thing, and then I'll be back.
Yeah. I'm done. I ain't got no final thoughts. I'm about to go wild out
I'm off that yet to break that. Oh wow.
I'm a panel slut. I'm about to hop on another panel after this.
Y'all get Mr. Walker out of my panel. Get him out of my chat. What the hell is he saying? I'm all
my bad, HQ. I do have something. Everybody go. I dropped a new playlist. Everybody go check out my playlist on J Tillman 45.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hopefully try to get another one out this evening, if not tomorrow.
Okay. It's in the chat. Thank you, sir. Zeus, sir. Zeus.
I appreciate you guys letting me be on the panel. Love, respect to everybody who's on the panel. Jay Tillman, you know I love you. HQ, you know I love you.
Likewise, brother, love you, man.
Oh, and I meant to tell you, Zeus, I appreciate the stories you sending back to me. I appreciate them. I'm getting them in the email. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Of course, I'm here to support you, and I appreciate the growth. I think we're all growing because you put yourself out there, and you are our heathen queen.
Less windmilling and more talk.
I love it. Thank you. With that said, I'm in.
Thank you.
I put the link in the chat. I forgot I could do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, we got it. I see it. Y'all get over there and get that.
Hit the like and leave a comment. Let me know the timestamp of whichever song y'all love, man.
Yes. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, both of y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Zeus. And I will see y'all a little later. I gotta eat. I take 8 hours, and I'm always starving until I can eat at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Oh, I'd be somewhere around there. I might be on somebody's panel. You never know. I am back doing the things I gotta do, but I'm still busy during the week, during the day. I really will be busy this weekend. Very, very much busy this weekend. Let Mr. Walker and them know ahead of time. I'll be busy. But I will see you all later. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you very much. Thank y'all. Thank you. Y'all know.